doing over there? Your little tail going. Is that your bag? Feeling human, feeling hairy. Hey, welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you are new here, hi, my name is Alice and I make videos on witchcraft and DIYs. And today I wanted to do a little video on how to recover from your sad days like I just went through, and also a little anti-depression jar because we're going into spring and it is time to bring some new happiness into our lives. So with further ado, let's get into it. You were here to witness my emotional breakdown last week. Sorry, not sorry. I'm feeling a lot better though, feeling a lot more clear-headed. Whatever old me used to do, new me does the opposite of that. So instead of letting myself be consumed by the all-powerful depression blanket, I kept my ass somewhat busy and kept myself busy because I was not gonna allow myself to fall down that hole. No thank you, sorry bub. And actually it wasn't even really like I was depressed. Well, I was depressed because I couldn't work on anything, and I was feeling depressed because I had no energy. But since I've stopped taking that medication, I don't know, I feel a lot better, and I think that this is the right path for me. So I'm gonna continue on just trying to be as healthy as possible and to live according to my body's needs. Clearly my body doesn't like medication. So Jim Carrey has this like great quote where he said, depression is your mind telling you that it's tired of being the character you're trying to play. And I really like that, and try and keep that in mind every time I'm falling down a sad hole, is that it's time for things to change. And just it's time to mix things up a bit and to give yourself a new view. So yeah, I went and gathered some dollar store goods to make my room better and just give myself a little uplift, because damn, I found some moss. There's like, all I really wanted was the purple moss in there. This bag has, it has a picture frame with moss cover on it. Ding, ding, ding. That literally was like, what am I gonna do with this that I have? And I didn't even think of that. Oh, and it will match my little mossy grotto room. That's will be mossy and grotto when it's done. It will be. I bought these leaf lights also, but I don't have batteries for it. It smells like, you know, like pool plastic, like pool toilet plastic. Oh my god, it just smells like summertime at the beach. It smells so good. But I don't have batteries, of course. No batteries today. that is what I've been up to. We all go through sad times, and it's important to ride those waves and feel those feelings, but it's extra important to just get yourself out of that as soon as possible and you know, get back on the bad bitch train, because ain't nobody got time to be sad. But you got to give yourself those little times to feel sad, I guess. So a couple of the things that I've really started to incorporate in my daily life is daily tarot cards and checking in with myself that way. If you remember this planner that I got. So I got myself this planner for my birthday, and I was gonna use it as like just an everyday planner for work stuff, but I really wasn't, because that just isn't something that works for me. No matter what I try and do, no matter how many times I try and plan out my day or my month, I don't stick to that. I don't follow through. I barely even plan. But what has been working is basically checking in at the end of the day, doing like a daily tarot card in the morning and then at night. So using this is just a complete personal journal, basically, and tracking, what month is it? Tracking my like tarot readings for the day, and using that to kind of guide me instead of just feeling completely lost during the day. So giving myself a card and like just kind of seeing where that takes me, keeping that in mind throughout the day. I've also started grounding a lot. And grounding is something that like everybody should be doing. Grounding is a visualization technique that you can use to rid yourself of unwanted anxieties and energy, and to recharge yourself with the energy of the earth. So there's a million different ways to do this. Finding your technique obviously is the best way to do it. So don't think that the way that I do it is the way you have to do it, or the way that somebody else does it is the way you have to do it. But what I do is I will sit, preferably you should be on the ground, outside especially, but if you can't, obviously, then that's fine. But you just sit. I thought my camera was gonna fall. Oh. All right then. That was weird. So what I like to do is to sit cross-legged, and why are you being like this? Oh, that's good now. Just to sit cross-legged on the ground. Take a few deep breaths and get yourself, you know, into meditative state. And by the way, if you are into like learning how to like meditate and visualize and to use visualization to manifest, I really highly suggest reading this book. I don't know if I've brought this one up before, but I'm working on this one right now, and so far so good. Anyway, sit cross-legged, close eyes, breathe deep, take it all in. I like to just basically do like a body scan from my head down to my butt area, where your root chakra is, and visualize roots growing from my bottom half, my legs, everything, growing roots down into the center of the earth, where I picture like a big red ball, like fire. And with that, it is sucking all of the black, gross, dirty, stagnant energy out of my body and into the center of the earth, because that is where it is all neutralized as the earth is pulling out my bad energy. When I inhale, I bring up white light from the center of the earth and recharge my body with that, and just picture that filling me up and surrounding me. And I usually get like really intense tingles, or like just a feeling of being surrounded by something. Like I usually get really warm, yeah, and tingly, and I just feel really good afterwards. And that's something that can be done multiple times a day. I like to do that when I wake up, especially before or after I'm doing yoga, and again at the end of the day, especially at the end of the day, just to release all of that the day off of you. And yeah, so meditation and grounding has been something I've really been incorporating this last month. And my tarot cards, like I keep this chunk of amethyst with them, because amethyst is good for your psychic awareness. So I like to have this in my hand while I'm doing any kind of reading. Yeah, just choose a card. Sometimes I'll choose 3. I don't know, it just depends on what my little what my little inner voice is telling me to pull. Sometimes I've done 7. Sometimes I'll just do like a continuous line of like asking questions and just pulling one after the other. I've done that up to like 13. So yeah, just anything that I feel that day, and then I just record it and write it down. And yeah, it's just a really good way to stay on track, I guess. Keep yourself on your like soul's track. And the other day I got like the Queen of Pentacles, so you know, like you know, she's very like down to earth and practical, and she likes nice material things, and like I just kept that in mind all day and like really got a lot done. Really got like a lot of work done, and like because that is always in my mind, that I will have my own empire. So you know, things like that, things to keep you motivated and feeling good. I haven't pulled my card for the day yet, so I always get one that pops out. So the Magician, making a video on witchcraft, so pretty cool. Magician is also like power and skill and concentration. Yeah, so that's my card for the day. I usually go with a card that falls out. If I have like a shit ton of cards that fall out, I don't really, but like if I have one fall out, I usually pay attention to that. 1 up to 3. And I'll write about it later. I'm just gonna put it in my book so I don't forget. Because yesterday I pulled my cards, but I forgot to write it down. So, you know, baby steps though, we're getting there. Another thing that I've started to work on is shadow work. Which, if anybody has jumped into shadow work, you know that it's kind of an icky feeling thing sometimes to do. I mean, hard to embrace the things about yourself that you don't like. It's really hard, but I think it's really necessary. My depression usually comes from a place of where I just need to change something, and something is so stale and stagnant, or I've been feeling bad or guilty about the same things for a long time. I've been doing a lot of inner child work and inner child healing. So going back to the very beginning of where a lot of my sadness started and a lot of my like rejection feelings started, and embracing that little girl again and telling her how loved she is, and like embracing all the things that she wanted to do. It's tough work, but it's necessary. I think if you're ever struggling with like just feelings of like guilt and insecurities and anger and stuff like that, it's important to look at those parts of you and figure out where they're coming from and where you can heal, because there is always like a wounded child at the end of the day that just needs to be loved by you. Another part of like the shadow work that I've been dealing with a lot is like my everyday life face that I give to the world. It's exhausting. I thought that when I started working for myself at home that shit was gonna be easy, because if you see me in a work setting, I am fast, I'm efficient, I'm organized, I know my stuff, like I'm pretty fucking good at like what I do when I'm good at it, you know? But at home, I'm the total fucking opposite. I'm disorganized. I don't want to call myself lazy, because I'm not lazy, but I'm definitely get off track, and not a lot gets accomplished some days. Like, not a lot of what I wanted to get accomplished gets accomplished anyway. My Virgo phase also causes a lot of anxieties, because I know deep down that I am not this professional organized person, and that I make so many mistakes in my day-to-day life, and I'm so clumsy, and I'm so fucking like brain dead sometimes. And to show that, or just have someone see that, terrifies me. Learning to take that mask off and to just be myself. Like, I am a rising and moon Sagittarius, so I really am goofy. I really always say the wrong thing. I have no filter. I have like double the amount of good ideas and 4 times the chances to not fucking follow through. So my Virgo face and my Sagittariusness is always fighting. Trying to like embrace the two and be organized and efficient, but still be myself and be silly. So now that that boring stuff's out of the way, let's make something fun. I'm going to make a little thing. I'm gonna keep the purple sand in it just because I like purple. We're gonna add some chamomile. Chamomile is always good for peace and calm. I'm gonna put an amethyst in there because I have it. No, I just work a lot with amethyst. I love it. I always have it around. It's one of those like calming crystals for me. So spiritually, it's really good for anxiety. It's also really good for addiction. It doesn't even have to be like an addiction to narcotics. There's certain, something like that. It can be an addiction to, it can be like just breaking habits and breaking old. Just crack the jar. so sorry. It doesn't have to just be drugs or alcohol. It can be anything. So, and again, purple is a good color for healing as well. This label is gonna bug me, but I'm gonna like soak it off at the end. Okay, I could just sit and pick at that like for a good hour. I'm gonna put some lavender because I love lavender as well. So in goes the lavender. It smells so good, it makes me so happy. I'm just gonna put this whole bag in there. Why not? Because why not? Lemon zest. Lemon, or no, this isn't even a lemon. Orange zest. Oranges are great for happiness and energy. So I'm going to zest this dude and then I'm gonna eat the shit out of this. I'm really taking a chance on trying to zest a mandarin orange. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Oh, it's kind of working a little bit. There we go. Zesty. I'm probably just gonna put the whole, let's just put the peel in. I'm just gonna eat this. Probably works better with bigger orange, but whatever. Sour. Rosemary. Really like working with rosemary. Just for strength, memory. And my mom gave me such a huge jar of the rosemary that she grew, so yay. You don't have to stir it up. I just like to, I don't know, I like to get the energies mixing together. I feel like that's what's happening when I do this. They're all like meeting. So, I don't want the cat hair in there though. Pink Himalayan salt. Salt banishes bad energies, so. And pink Himalayan salt has sort of the same qualities as like a rose quartz. So love that. Like I wish it was good. The rosemary kind of makes it not so good. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm going to put in this is dun, 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 dun. Thank you to my kitties. Some catnip. Did you know that you can smoke catnip? It doesn't get you high or anything, but I really love the smell of catnip. It smells so good. This promotes happiness as well. So thank you, kitties. I will be borrowing some of your catnip. Yeah, you can mix in catnip with your joints and stuff like that. Smoke up some happiness. It's calming as well. Could leave it just like this. I think I might want to put some moon water into this as well. Seal it with a yellow candle. That's upside down. I was gonna use a dark purple candle, but since I want to promote happiness and stuff like that, I'm gonna go with yellow instead. So I'm going to do that. So I got the label off of this jar and I'm gonna decorate it with these little paper flowers that I got. I forgot to put in some actual flower petals though, like a derp. So I'm actually getting low on flower petals, but I have these flower petals that are like dyed rose petals. Yeah, so I am going to crush up. Actually, I'm not even going to crush them up. I'm going to leave them whole so that they're pretty. There, that's looking better. Ah! I shouldn't have. I shook it. Everything fell. Ooh, the yellow is so pretty. I'm super drawn to like yellow and orange right now. Just a little baby witch tip. Your finger, probably the most powerful wand you can have. So another one of those things you don't exactly have to go rush out and find. It's my jar with all my good feeling stuff in it. And I'm gonna put these guys on the outside just to decorate it. There we go. That's better. It's like a little crown. Okay, time to light the candle. I'm going to pour wax on it, not on my bed. So I will be right back with that. Okay, so there we go. I think it turned out really pretty. I like the little flower crown. So as I was pouring the wax on there, I was literally just saying how thankful I was for my peace, my tranquility, my calmness. I'm just so grateful for being healthy and happy and just envisioning that. That's it. So I'm going to keep this on my altar. It's a good reminder that I am healthy and that I'm happy and that I am focused and I'm on track. And yes. So thank you for everybody who sent me some love and support last week. It really, really means the world to me that you took the time out to say something. And it's nice to know that I'm not alone. So thank you so much again, you guys. I really appreciate all the love and support. And I'm really stoked that I feel better. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was a little bit all over the place. Anyway, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's my life. So I will see you guys very soon in the next video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Blessed be, bitches. Bye. Boop. Boop. Oh, whoa, whoa.